He's also the president of TIE Bangalore. Madan, welcome to Startup Central. Tell us more about this big event, the Startup Challenge, and why you guys think it's a game changer and so unique.
Thank you for having us on the show, Nayantara. Pleasure to be here. VentuRISE was conceptualized with the Invest Karnataka Department of Industries and Commerce as a part of the Global Investors Meet, which is happening between the 2nd and 4th of November. With the theme of Build for the World, the idea was Bangalore being anyway the startup capital, not just of India, of the world now. How do we work with startups and encourage them to build for the world from here? And that was the thought behind VentuRISE. That let's select the top 10 ventures from across the globe. Let us roll out the red carpet for them in Karnataka. Let us work with them to help build their startups from Bangalore. And also, of course, provide them mentoring, support, and of course, not to miss mentioning the tremendous prize money that we have lined up. And we believe that this is the first time that a startup track is being organized as a part of the Global Investors Meet. There's a lot of excitement of startups rubbing shoulders with large corporates, figuring out how do we make this whole ecosystem come together to really galvanize and accelerate the startups' growth here in Karnataka.
Fair point. And let's pick up on all of that one by one. I understand the prize money could run into as much as $100,000. You're talking about it coinciding with the Global Investors Meet. What has been the response so far, Madan? Because let's not forget the larger environment, whether it is the funding winter or, startups having to focus more on their bottom line. Tell us more what the response has been like, because we are in, uncertain times.
Yeah, absolutely. And therefore, this comes definitely as a silver lining for startups. We focused on two sectors, manufacturing and sustainability, which includes agri-tech, climate change, etc. We also said that startups that have one commercial deployment or a working model need apply. We ran a high decibel campaign across the globe. We got 1,200 plus startups applying, over 180 of them being from global markets. We ended up shortlisting 50 of them through a rigorous evaluation process. 50 of them actually pitched to a jury that comprised of venture capitalists, angel investors, and corporate leaders. And we've selected the top 10. In fact, as we speak, the top 10 are getting mentored by a very marquee set of mentors, which includes folks like Shraddha Sharma of Your Story, Anant Narayan of Mensa Brands, Vivekananda of Bounds, Amrit of Zetwork, so on and so forth. And they're pitching to a grand jury on the 31st of October, where we will select the top 3. So the excitement for the startups has been palpable. Not only are they getting access to this $100,000 of prize money, but they're also getting to interact with mentors, work with investors, refine their pitches, understand what does it really take to stand out in this funding winter and attract those dollars that are required to help them grow.
Okay, so you've told us a little bit of what to expect till the finale when we'll have top 3 and the final selection is going to take place. But do you want to tell us a little more about the grand jury? You told us some of the names, very impressive names. Tell us more about the grand jury. How did it work? What's the process?
Yeah, so the grand jury again has some very, very stellar leaders. We have Naganan Doraswamy, who's the managing partner of Idea Springs. We have BJ Arun, who's the chairman of TIE Global Board of Trustees and a very seasoned entrepreneur himself. Latika Pai, who leads the country programs for VC and PE partnerships at Microsoft. Guru Prasad, who's the joint MD and managing director joint MD and CTO at Bosch. And several others joining us on this jury. The jury itself will meet on the 31st. Each of these 10 startups will get to pitch their ideas, and the jury will deliberate and figure out who the top 3 are. Of course, there will be very intense feedback given to each of these startups as well on what their strengths, weaknesses, and how to improve on their own journeys and stories.
Okay, so that's what all of it is going to look like. But you also talked to us about Startup Challenge Tracks, which is going to coincide with the Global Investor Meet at Karnataka.
Yeah.
What exactly does that mean? How will these tracks function?
So we are also coinciding with the Global Investors Meet. We are doing a complete VentuRISE track between the 2nd and 4th of November. These tracks will feature marquee speakers from Amazon, Bosch, Toyota, Zetworks, Sidbi. We'll have various panels on sustainability, agri-tech, and supply chain manufacturing and logistics for the manufacturing space. Interestingly, Nantara, we're also having about 25 mentors who are going to spend a few hours with our 50 top startups, providing in-person one-on-one mentoring to each of these startups. The highlight of this event is also going to be these 10 selected startups, the top 10, will present their pitches to the public. There'll be a public pitching program, which will also be attended by about 7 or 8 marquee investors and angel investors from the Bangalore ecosystem. And once these pitches are done, there'll be a panel discussion amongst these 7, 8 startup investors who will then dissect these pitches and talk about what they like, what they did not like, and what is the learning for the larger startup ecosystem on how to craft your pitches, what catches the attention of the investors, so on and so forth. So we are expecting about 300 to 400 startups to participate in these VentuRISE tracks over the next 3 days. There'll be a lot of opportunities to network with large corporates, to work with, to get insights from mentors, and of course to learn from each other.
And you are the president of TIE Bangalore. So tell us, where does TIE feature in all of this? You folks are also, of course, there to handhold startups, mentor them, organize challenges too.
Absolutely. TIE is a global network. We are present in over 57 chapters across the globe, 14 countries. TIE Bangalore has been one of the oldest entrepreneurial networks in the country. And our whole objective is to foster entrepreneurship and accelerate growth of entrepreneurs. So this VentuRISE track, and we being the program partners, TIE Bangalore and TIE Global as the program partners for the Government of Karnataka to run the VentuRISE track, we are running the whole design in terms of, how do you select these startups? How do you provide value to these startups? By the way, the top 50 startups will also get a 1-year free membership of TIE Bangalore, which means not only will they get an opportunity to be mentored at the event, but the engagement with these startups will continue for 1 year. We will bring out everything that we have, networks, mentor connects, investor connects, working with the government to make sure that the journey of these 50 startups to build from Karnataka and Bangalore for the world, and therefore to go on to create more jobs, more wealth for everybody, continues for a year. That's the commitment that TIE Bangalore is bringing to the table. And we have over 175 charter members who will also show up and work with these startups over the period of the next 1 year as well.
Okay, Madan, let's see how all of this progresses. As you have said, out of 1,200, look at the way you made top 50, now it's 10, top 3, then of course the first one. Let's see how all of this pans out. Here's wishing you and the entire team all the very best.
Thank you so much, and look forward to sharing more updates as we go along.
Now this is an industry first. But PhonePe's data center in Navi Mumbai is leveraging alternative cooling solutions that have been powered by Dell Technologies as well as NTT. All of this to drive energy efficient automation intelligence. Here's a look.
PhonePe's first green data center, a 4.8 megawatt facility in Mahape, Navi Mumbai, marks India's first encounter with advanced alternative cooling technologies. The data center's Dell PowerEdge servers provide game-changing performance, streamlined management, and enhanced automation intelligence, all while consuming dramatically less energy. Manish Gupta, Vice President and General Manager, Infrastructure Solutions Group at Dell Technologies India, shed more light on the development. What was PhonePe's original ask with respect to this data center, and how did Dell Technologies go about addressing that ask?
PhonePe's ask was very simple. They wanted extreme performance, automation, security, but in a sustainable manner. It's a meeting of two giants, innovators and game changers, PhonePe and their